backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Madness, you know how we roll. Give me that. Yeah, man, I gotta stay focused. In the dance I'm zoning. Back then they didn't take notice, so a job deserve a bonus. Cut so many bars, no folders. Chopping it up with the orders. On the ones and twos on mic controlling. Yeah, I got a gal going crazy. And the man them on 1 2. Don't know about you, but man need a drink, I make it free. Thought I was gonna say 2, but the rave looking like a zoo. Gotta finish what I started, cause that's the way we do. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show. It's a straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll. Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
Falling short, diving deep. Where is the water taking me? Trying hard, bittersweet. Cabin fever's pulling me. I want to hold on to something greater. I feel the waves come crashing in. I'm drowning, drowning, drowning. Drowning, drowning, drowning. Drowning, 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 drowning.
Olá, tudo bem? Bom dia.
we could set the world on fire, fire.
I think this is what the problem was. Doing it in function call, I don't know if I was liking it. That's right. Yeah, it looks like it's behaving right. The horsepower.
Nothing could have prepared me for the high stakes heartbreak that surrounds me. You want me, you won't let me go. So I burn so I can feel you coming like a wildfire. I'm just a fuel, baby, you're the light. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dying on myself. How will I know if I'm ready? The demons unleashed from your mind hold me steady. Yeah. 'Cause you want me, you won't let me go. So I burn slow. I can see you coming like a wildfire. I'm just a fuel, baby, you're the light. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire. burning like a wildfire. I'm just the fuel, baby, you're the lighter. If I'm not careful, you'll burn right through my soul. Burning like a wildfire, dying on the miser.
Hit your face, you be like. Hit your face, you.
I always figure out how to do this. What was the? I already had used it here, and that's not alert, but I guess it is alert. There it is. Yeah. I just loop it from 0 to 1 and put it in there. Why do I have a feeling that's what I need to do? Then how do you know it's max? That's why I want to do the other one. I want to not clamp it, but what was it? Remap. I think I want to remap. Get one remap. Input to output. The input goes from 0 to red line, or idle to red line. That's fine. Then I can clamp it.
It's like a glitch I can't control.
Okay.
Someone's
Let's
fucking
remap.
with my dough. Kind of voodoo shit,
Here.
you know.
There's a math way of doing it, but I'm gonna just use the math. So the value is the is this.
This stuff makes me nauseous.
Oops,
Losing what they
doing that.
taught us.
That.
Gotta tread real cautious.
And that goes from carbody.idle. Because I didn't. This isn't type. So if this was type. Whatever. It's not the most optimal. I don't care. What was I looking for here? Idle RPM. That's what it's called. Idle RPM. The maximum input goes from there to red line RPM. And we want it to go from 0.11. That's it. You can play that. Red line RPM. Oh, what am I doing? Car body. Okay. That works. The opening skill is now. Should do it.
This stuff makes me nauseous. Losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious.
Hey, Crasher, what's up, man? How you doing? Glad you made it today. I have made a couple changes here. Filter Vector 2. Why is this remap Vector 2? How's it going, man? I added gears to all this, so the car now shifts. And it has some power curves, so it actually kind of behaves a little bit like a real car in terms of power. Let me go ahead and comment this out and show you. Because this right now is not working. It's not very clear. The UI is a little, not good. This is bare essentials right now. So yeah, we see here the gear we're in, the torque that's being applied, the horsepower for the engine at this RPM, and the input throttle. Then I just added this gauge here, but that's not working yet. So if I start giving some input here, we see the car takes off, the RPM goes up. So everything seems to be good. This is the max RPM for this car is about 8,000. So right now I'm redlining. I need to shift. I do have an automatic transmission mode as well, but right now I'm trying to test things in manual. So if I shift around, the car starts actually picking up speed. The horsepower value seems to be correct. Oops, I'm not paying attention. So here we go. Without sound, it's hard to kind of know what gear, when to shift. That's coming up next. Right now I'm applying, I got brakes too, but the brakes are really horrible. They're good enough, but unfortunately, there you go. I just over-revved, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm working on that right now, trying to get this knocked out of the way. I'm adding some labels so it's easier to see what gear and RPM I'm in without looking at numbers. So yeah, it's getting a little better. It's getting a little better in terms of kind of like that realism part. I'm really happy with the torque stuff because it actually uses a little torque map, so I can tweak it for different cars. It adds a lot there. I don't have reverse yet. So yeah, there's a little bit going on here already. I streamed a little bit this week. This weekend actually. Here we go. So now I want to get that RPM bar working. So visually I can see a little easier when I need to shift without sound. That still needs to happen. Yeah, I don't have reverse yet. But yeah. But first gear is behaving like first gear now. It's really nice. And I noticed this before. The car was behaving like it only had one gear, and that's not the best for when you're drifting and under certain conditions. you need to like have more torque. And you need to control that with the RPMs. I can show a little bit. Like I'm using a little bit of real life stuff here. Well, mimicking. So I got like a very simple map. It's only like 3 values. It's a very linear interpolation, but eventually I'll add more points and make it more high resolution. But for now, it's pretty good. You can notice it. You notice even looking at the numbers, that lower RPM, it has a little less torque. Of course, torque is going to depend like on the car, like if it's actually applying it. Like right now I'm redlining, it's going to cut the engine off. Let me put this at a higher gear. So I'm on 5th gear, and you see it's only going like 50 horsepower. That's because it's only at like, what is it, 2000 RPM. So it's really low, and that's actually kind of lining up a little bit with like graphs and stuff, which is really nice. Really nice. Unexpected niceness. So now out here, it was complaining about a vector 2. So why is Remap giving me a vector 2? This should be all set scale. Let me see something here. Oh, it wants a vector 2. Okay, because it's XY. And I just want to scale it on a single axis. So I need to do set scale, vector, scale out, becomes RPM scale. What am I doing? RPM scale, I'm missing a vector 1, RPM scale. This one, that one, that one, that one. There we go. So now that gauge should move with the RPM. It's not going to be like super accurate. It doesn't have to be. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Now I know when I need to shift. Yeah, it shifts like immediately, but there it is. Yeah, there's an over. That's good. That's good. So I can see when I'm over revving the engine. There's no damage yet, but at least I can see it. And know I shifted too fast. I'll eventually, well, not really. Depends. Some cars don't have protection against that. You shift down, you blow up the engine. So yeah, that seems to be pretty good. Damn, that makes it a lot easier to drive now. Yeah, this turn is a bitch. Oops. Yeah, first gear is really short. Yeah, this just seems to be working. All right. I do need to make the gear number thing a little bit bigger so I can make it more, my eyes don't have to jump around. Although, it gets to a point where you don't even need to know what gear and you just shifting and looking at the revs. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Yeah, now with the gears, that would have been impossible to do. Those kind of recoveries. And I have a handbrake too, but it's not really a handbrake. It's kind of faking a handbrake. I'm not too happy with it. I'll do some tweaks later. Like I said, or in the previous streams, this is kind of good enough just to get things rolling and seeing the limitations of the system. I will eventually build my own kind of model for the physics, but not now. I want to get something quote unquote done working, and this is working. Oh, here we go. Now I want to start playing. This is good. This is a little bit less quicker than I thought. Now what I'm going to do is add neutral and reverse. Well, first neutral, and I need to get the engine. The engine supposedly already has a little bit of momentum. It's hard to see, but if I, for example, yeah, you see how it slows the car down? I'm not braking. I'm just letting go of the throttle, and it kind of engine brakes a little bit. So it's kind of mimicking a little bit of the engine. It has a little bit of a throttle response. So there's like slight delays in acceleration and stuff. So if I just let go of the throttle here, now I'm going downhill. So it's kind of picking up, and then it kind of died a little bit there. And that's on purpose. It's kind of like the engine braking, the engine going down. Which in the game means you just got to keep your finger a little bit on the trigger. But if you have a throttle and clutch, and I don't have clutch yet, but that will control that. You can control that with the clutch. All right. So my next thing is the neutral. And when I'm in neutral, I should be able. The neutral will be easy, but I need to do neutral and the engine revving. The engine needs to rev naturally and fall naturally. And I don't want it to be just a, it's probably just going to be a slight delay for everything right now. Later I can add more details to each car, making them different. Yeah, this is kind of working out. Oh, I'm excited. Oops. Like I said, I do have a little bit of like e-brake here going, but it's not the greatest. And whatever. I'll make it a little better later. Probably need to make it more. It's not really braking. I don't really have brakes. That's the problem. There is a braking function method to call, but it doesn't work. And I think I've seen people complain about that before. And I've already been messing with that last stream, trying to get it to brake. Like it has a function called brake. What the hell? But not working at all. So the way it brakes is basically by kind of like going in reverse a little bit. Basically goes in reverse. It doesn't go in reverse. It applies the force negatively. So it applies deceleration directly. In a way, it's braking, and you can see it kind of wobble back and forth, like kind of shifting its weight forward. But it doesn't behave very, very well. But that's fine. It's good enough. I've seen games doing this is explaining a lot of the behavior in some games that I've seen, for sure. Because I've seen a lot of games kind of have a certain behavior, and I'm like, why the hell is it doing that? Well, now I know. Yeah, right now it's not doing it, but if I turn and brake very hard, yeah, now it's okay. At the very end, it wants to go backwards because it's playing the force, but I clamped it, so it's good. It's good. All right, so I'll put that gear number over there, make it bigger, and then move on to the engine thing. Why is this coming back? All right. I can also put a brake here if I wanted to, but Put it up there. Well, the car is in the middle down here. It'd be easier to see. Something like that. Yeah. Let's put it a little bit more over here. Tá no cu sozinho, fica chorona, hein? It's a little noisy visually, but that's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. Right now, I think it's just going off of one wheel. Yeah. Car's a little floaty, but I think it's just me the way I'm driving. If I play a little better, I do get a little better. I'm just trying to. Okay. That's gonna be the roll stuff I gotta adjust. That's fine. Move on to the engine stuff. You can go make me another coffee. Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Let me see here. I already have some code here. It's gonna change a little bit in here. This clutch engage. The clutch engage and his neutral is different things. I am back. Needed to refill my cup of coffee. Alrighty. So we are going to put this engine revving, and hopefully today add some sounds, some very basic sound, because the sound I'm going to work on, again, all of this is going to be, I want something more, but I'm going to end up with something what I get. I'm going to end up with something basic. If I just need to, oh, here we go. If I need to just do something simple, a couple layers, that's what I'll do of sound for now. But I already have some ideas, and I already seen some theories and some engines that could model sound for cars, but not going that deep. So now I already have it when it's in gear. In reverse. Now I'm gonna add a process right in here because this is gonna be separate. Yeah. So we're gonna put here process gears. This gears. I'll define this down here. I'll put it right here. What's your problem? Oh yeah, it's completely because of the children. Okay. What's your problem? Because I don't have these yet. Toggle neutral. Yeah, I don't have that, and that's gonna have to change a little bit. Toggle neutral, shift reverse, shift up, shift down. All these are gonna have to be changed. So right here, such a pain in the ass. Right here. Oops. I do hate this about indented languages. It's one of the reasons why I get triggered by Python, but I can get over it. I just need to find new techniques to deal with it. It'll toggle neutral, same thing. If it's not neutral, okay, I get it. Inverting it and smoothing it. Ratio, yeah. I already looked at this code. Just needed to kind of put it in here. Now I got the process here, but now I need to change up here in the engine. This is the part that's going to be a little wishy-wishy. Well, let me get this going. I'm not sure why it's doing that kind of input. Oh, because I guess I gotta have listen. Yeah, this time I'm listening to the event. That makes sense. I was wondering about this the other day. So to listen to the event, I gotta handle the unhandled input. Then I can listen to events versus just reacting to them per frame. Why are you complaining? Toggle neutral does work, bro. Where is it? Where am I? I'm in the wrong place. This is not in here. Okay. This editor sometimes is confusing. Come to vehicle. over here, process gears, right here. I need to add these. When I shift down, 0, toggle neutral. Okay, so it will work even if I don't have specific buttons for these. The problem is going to be reverse. Shift down neutral, and then if neutral, okay, then it puts it in -1, which is reverse. So that's correct. Seems correct. Now let me put the UI, this thing here down at the bottom instead of here. Oops. What about organization? Anything else? Over here. Over here. Handle inputs. Oops. Let me go ahead and do this already so I can see things. Yeah, I'll put that in already. Oops. I would have to replace that with that. Okay, that's fine. I'll replace it. I'll replace it. This needs to be a function call now then. Here. Shift to reverse. What are you complaining about? Oh, I already have one. What's going on here? I just need to add that line. Yeah, gears down. The gear is 0, toggle neutral. And current gear equal 0. 0, -1. What the hell? What is neutral? Now I'm confused. From 0 is a neutral is just a state. So the gear I see, it's just a state. So I just need to be neutral then. If I'm in neutral, then I can go to reverse. Okay. Okay. Because everything else will just ignore it if it's in a neutral state. Okay. So that means I can come over here now. I don't think I need this. Get rid of this. Okay. So shift to reverse, fine. And then shift to reverse, I got 2 of them. If it's a neutral, I already checked it once, so why am I checking again? If I am in neutral, I'm checking it again. So that's pretty much it. If it's neutral and we're slower, then linear velocity is less than 1. No. 1 meter per second. Yeah. That's fine. It'll go neutral false. Put the gear into -1. Otherwise, shift to reverse shouldn't do anything. Actually, I don't want it to do anything exactly. So this was more correct. I don't want to do anything. That works. Shift up. We're gonna do, if it's neutral, not neutral exactly. So we're going to 0. And then we go. If we're at -1, which is reverse. No. Yeah, it is. Okay. Toggle the neutral. And you can't shift up to reverse. Yeah. Ever. Current gear +1. Yeah. Okay. I think this looks good. Now I'm doing it here. Before I was doing it somewhere here, right? Yeah. Now I don't think I do that at all. I don't think I want to do that anymore. Because before I'm doing the gears here, upshift, downshift. Now I'm handling. What's this handling for? I don't think I need to do this. I'm not gonna call that for now. I'm gonna not call that. And I'm gonna remove this thing. I think that's kind of not really a signal, but I think it means I can use it like a signal. I can emit a neutral event. Let's see here. I'm in 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, cannot. There we go. We already got a crash. From ints to floats. What's the int here? The current RPM is an int. No. Idle RPM is an int. Is that what it is? Yeah, the second argument 2 from int to float. I didn't not know this is. So I just come here and put, okay, let's do that. How about that? You happy now? If I shift down, I should be in neutral. I don't think that's working because I need to call the right function. That's not working at all. Okay, so that's not working at all. Kind of expected. Let me put here process gears. Well, first I need to change in here. Otherwise, this is okay. One thing at a time. Jesus. I'm already a little worried about this. I'm gonna lose this. Already did. There it is. I don't know how to do a multi-line comment here. God dang it. Go over there. There. Oh, okay. Okay. It's called Get Gear Texts. Now I go to metrics. And here I am getting the gear. Where are you? Gear. And do this. Get gear texts. And I don't need to put a string because it's already a string. All right. Neutral, gear. That's broke backward. That's fine. Yeah, I haven't put the logic for actually ignoring it yet, but it is in neutral, quote unquote. Now it's in reverse gear. Okay. Well, not in reverse. It's going to be between. I bet you it's going to be between the same one. Just yeah. Just the state that changes. The gear stays. The gear doesn't go null or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So now it's reacting because it's doing what? No, it's not. Calm down. It's doing the thing correctly. So there's a neutral shift. When I shift down, shift to reverse, it's not what it's doing. Why isn't it doing that? Do I have that other I have that other logic, I bet. It's still here. Yeah, I won't have to get rid of this. Here we go. I'm gonna get rid of this because that's what's. Well, it's still just shifting down. Okay, I'm confused. What do I want to do? I'd rather have it like externalized, so I don't have to worry about it in here. About listening to the event. So if I get rid of it, this here, and it's called shift up and shift down. Oh, I see. This is not listening to upshift and downshift. It's just listening to neutral and reverse. Gotcha. And shift down. If it's 0, do that. If it, okay. I see. So we have to be in 0. When 0 goes to neutral. I got you. You got a little confusion here. So first needs to go this one. If it's a neutral, then do the reverse. And then so now, if it's a neutral, go to reverse. If it's not neutral, then we'll see if the current gear here 0, and then we're gonna There we go. That should allow it to go quote unquote reverse. Hello. Working on some gears. My game. There it is. There's reverse, neutral, first, second. There we go. Now reverse is actually not going to go backwards because it's not programmed yet. I'm just working on the order here. So that is working. I don't think I need to do this right now. I'm just going to keep this clean. Clean as possible. Okay. So now that I have that ability, that seems to be functioning. Or do I go to the maximum gear, which is 5th? Let's see here. We got 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th. Yep. Perfect. Now I'm about to put the logic in so that the engine can respond to being in neutral and also being in reverse. So we got here we're not going to apply the force yet right here. So all these, god dang it. No, that's independent. That's always going to be independent. Yeah. Or neutral or not neutral. We're going to do that. Yeah, it overrides whatever happened. I hate this code. It's not good. So let me see here. The clutch is engaged, right? This is not calculating load torque. What changes here is going to be this angular acceleration right here is going to change. It's much more complicated. Not much, but a little bit here. We only gonna do engine braking if not neutral. Oh no, hang on a minute. Let's just chill. Oh my god, this part's gonna be a pain in the ass to kind of revise here. Because it's got two parts going on. The engine braking, load torque, right? And then it's gonna update the RPM. The update the RPM, it's got two things it's gonna do. That's why it doesn't apply the force yet. Because this is the load before the RPM update, and then we update the RPMs. So that we get the new value for the torque ratio, with that torque value, and apply it. It's weird because we got the frame before and the frame after, basically, and we got to deal with the transition. But now, if I'm in neutral, and then braking is going to override whatever I set. So this is kind of what's happening. I'm setting things and overriding things, which is why I'm saying it's not the best code in the world. It's gonna work. But when I make the new version, I'll clean this and organize this better. I'm still not too familiar with GD script and how the best structure is. And who knows, I might change to C#. But let's see for now. The things I need to change is the RPM calculation. And the free revving engine. So basically where I'm converting this low torque, right? So I already get this low torque figured out. I think it's here I need to put it. I think it's already here. I'm just trying to double check and make it make sense. Because then I'm going to take the wheel torque and engine torque ratio difference and then apply it. I'm applying it down here on the brakes. Oh no. I need to do this. This is such a pain in the ass. Why did I do this way? Taking shortcuts. This is gonna lock me up in a pain in the ass. Well, I did it this way because of what? Because I didn't know to do it this way because I want the breaking to somewhat simulate. So I'm gonna have to do it this way and deal with it.
Yo, stay focused, man's on a mission. Wavy like the ocean, ain't got time for inhibition. Eyes on a prize, lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta.
Okay, get current ratio. I see what it's changing. Okay, so we gotta change from obviously getting the ratio. From here, we're gonna do get current ratio basically. Yeah. So this is the first one, right? No, here's the first one. This is when we actually get.
Straight up madness, you know how we roll.
Yeah, this is what the magic. Okay. Now this is gonna make the sense. This is what's gonna make sense of it all. Okay, now it makes sense. Because now it's gonna get the ratio. If it's neutral, the ratio is 0. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna automatically simulate everything. So I don't really need to worry about if I'm in gear or not applying the force. I'm gonna always apply the force, even if I'm in neutral, because the engine force is gonna be 0. No, the engine will have torque, right? Because it's spinning. It'll have power there. Yeah, so it just won't have a load, which is the power applied, driving the RPM down. That's going to make it divide by 0 here. No. Right here. Divide by 0. If clutch engage and is not neutral, that's what I gotta do. If I'm in neutral, low torque is 0. Okay. So this is the first part. Where I go throttle and then here. If clutch is engaged, the current gear is that. This one doesn't even have the low torque. It's this part here. Okay, so this angular acceleration is just added to later. This is the engine inertia. Right. I want to keep that. Just for this one right here, this one right here. This is going to be only if so that's what this is. If it's that, we're going to use that just how we have been. Otherwise, it's going to be the freewheeling. I already have it. Okay. I see. It's being different for both of them. Okay. Oops. So this is just to change the current RPM. Otherwise, we just apply that. And I want to apply that to both, so yeah. So if we're neutral, I'm not sure why. No, we're not in reverse, we're not neutral. It doesn't really matter. Why do we have to be here not equal to -1? Why? I need to get it to be, yeah, this is not right. I think this is not right. The clutch is engaged, or oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this needs, yeah. Clutch is engaged, not neutral. We're gonna get whatever this is and apply it. Otherwise, we're gonna keep the RPM from the last row, no, last frame, and apply just the engine acceleration to the engine inertia. Yes.
We can set the world on fire, fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna put here bar force to apply The engine force is going to be a mess to be that. What are you complaining about? Oh. Okay. We always apply brake. Okay. Now we only gonna apply this. This is gonna be different here. I can literally bypass all this just by being like that, but I can't bypass it all because there's some things I need to run anyway. Like, yeah, this is not the best code. Whatever. If it's not neutral, then I'll apply the force. This. Otherwise, if it is, wait, if is neutral or not clutch engaged, they should do it. Let's see. I'm gonna crash. We're in neutral. Oh shit. It's doing it. Okay, so it's just maxing out there, isn't it? Yeah. So we got a problem with that for sure. I'm not clamping it, but still, what's the RPM? Where does it get stuck? Oh, I think I know what it is. It's going like way too high probably. I'm not clamping it, so why would it? I should be able to see it. Is it just going to? No, because if I back is working nice. Okay, reverse braking is working. There's a problem here when it goes over the red line, huh? Why do I look at the RPM for the handbrake? No, I got a problem here with the torque. Ah, I think I know what it is. Probably this here. No. No, because it still extrapolates. And if I downshift into it, it works. Speaking of downshifting, do I get protection for neutral? No. But see, that works. It goes over. The neutral doesn't. It's like there's no load after that. The load is 0 or something. Let me see here. I think that's might be what it is. Because the load torque is 0. I think that's what it is. No, engine torque is gets current. And it needs to be minimum of I guess. No. Oh, it's making it go up. So as it's going up, it's going up. Engine braking, low torque, the net torque. It's the angular acceleration and the engine inertia, which is 0.3. Angular acceleration. I think this always needs to be going slightly negative. Minus 0.1. I think that's going to be a lot. Like kill the engine quickly. But I just want to see if it works. Then I can just apply a small little thing there. Something about being in neutral here. Because if I am in neutral, all I'm doing is putting the force to apply and then the brake. Does it change when I brake? No. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Current RPM. The engine torque, right? Right. Just pull on curve to 0, and I've seen that when you over rev, it works. So I got a problem in here. Why is that working up to there? So when it's clutch not engaged, it's just doing this. It's just increasing by that. The angular acceleration. So this needs to dampen. And I think that's all it is. Wait, I'm missing a clamp here. But I don't want it to clamp. Because then it's just going to sit there solid. I want it to go over, showing that it's going over. I don't want to clamp it. If I clamp it, it's going to work. How about I just clamp it once it's over that line? The same thing as clamping it. I think I know what it is. It's this inertia gets too high. The inertia is what needs to be clamped. So this inertia, right? Because the torque. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the torque value. Is the torque value going down as it go up? It becomes zero torque and it doesn't dissipate. It's zero divided by stuff. You see. What's the torque? It's 0. And now it will eventually go down. But it's probably going to take forever. The torque is always 0. Even when... this is so confusing. No, see, there it is. It's applying torque. Negative torque. Well, whatever it is. Alright, when it's going down, it's negative. But the problem is, once I redline, it returns 0. That's why. It returns 0 torque. So this net torque, with this acceleration, I just need to add a constant, 0.1. Or not add, but subtract, right? Because I wanted to go down. Well, now it's just going to keep going down, right? Let me see. That's probably why I need to clamp it. Ugh, so annoying. There it goes. 0.1 does that. Divided by the inertia. Okay, so add more inertia. No, adding more inertia is going to make it take longer. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to do another situation where if current RPM greater than red line RPM, then the angular acceleration equals negative 0.1. Let's just put it like that to be like really drastic. We're just going to chop it down. And I want it to chop down but a little bit faster. I see what's going on. It's getting too much inertia, too much momentum for what it's kind of realistic. It goes out of whack. There it is. But it's still going too slow. So that needs to be actually a pretty high number then. And it's doing it by delta later, right? Yeah. So once it goes over the red line, it needs to like go down a lot. I can scale it with alert. Oops. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is make neutral cuts it down immediately. Will make sense. Well, kinda. Yeah. This connects the engine, but the engine was there, but now becomes so much higher. Yeah. So this needs to be like lerp. I want to lerp this. Lerp. And I want to lerp from the current RPM, right? Current RPM. No, from to and no wait. So from idle RPM. No, wait. The value is going to be like, I want it to be like 10 or something. Yeah. So from 10 to 100. And the weight is the current RPM. So if you go over by a lot, and actually this should just be here constantly, right? But then why is it when I go into neutral, it loses this completely. So this inertia value right here, the low torque, becomes 0 when it's in neutral. And I don't want to do like, oh, if it's changing gears. Okay. That's why neutral goes to 0. Or goes right to red line. Okay, that's true. I'll just have to do a how about it becomes that going to 0? Right? So it decreases over time. Ugh. So this is another thing that I wanted to keep going over time, right? So let's one thing at a time, because I'm not going to get confused with all these things I'm not used to. So I have that was working. I lerped it here from 0 to 100. Where are you? I can't find it. Why did I put that over here? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I'm getting my things back. Whoa. Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of that. That's probably just this going crazy. I want the value to be from 0 to negative 100, not 100. So that's why it's going up instead of down. And 100 is probably way too much. Yeah, so I come here from negative 10 to 100. By the way that was exploding, I think 100 is too much. I just need to go from 1 to 10 or 50 or 20. Then red lines. Whoa. It just kills it. So 1 to 10. Or to 2. Let's do 1 to 1.1. Let's just see what that does. Make sure it like makes sense, right? From to the weight. Oh, the weight needs to be negative. I get it. I get it. I get it. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Put this back to like 1 to 10, and then just come here and put with that. Okay, let's see if it does now. Okay, it's just too much, way too much. So these values are just very high. One was pretty good before. I thought I did 10. Oh, the current RPM. What? What am I doing? No wonder this isn't working. Okay, okay. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, but when I go to neutral, it just kills it for some reason, like hard. Man, it's so annoying. Okay. Sorry, people. I got. Messages. Okay. Let's see here. So, it's obviously very strong. I thought this was, you know, so from 0. Oh, okay. Based on the current RPM, right? That doesn't make sense either. What do I want to do here? I want the angular acceleration to go down the greater the current RPM. Yeah, that's right. When it's only when it's over the red line. So this is just a lot. I need to clamp maybe like 10 or something. All right. No, I need to do something more correct here. Something's weird about neutral here. Boa tarde, boa tarde. Okay, so whenever I over rev, it's only when it happens in neutral, because in neutral there is no low torque. They make it like go down from here, low torque. I'm not good with these functions yet. Yeah. I know. Just give me the call to the function. Okay. So tá bom. Como é que isso vai? Tá tudo andando. Tem umas coisinhas para aí. E aí, como é que isso vai? Vai tudo bem? Olha, muito bom. Isso é bom por ouvir. Isso é muito bem, muito bem. Calma sua alma. Calma sua alma. Ok. Não sei porque estás-me a dizer isso aqui, mas ok. Está bem. Não é lugar para dizer essas coisas. Isso não é WhatsApp. Duh. I think the whole problem here is just the old RPM is getting overwritten and it needs to be used to the old RPM. Somewhere in here. Para. Okay, let me think of something here. Wait, I had this on too, dumbass. Because I think I'm just going to have to do this a different way. I think it's the RPM that's changing. But then it returns 0 torque. Yeah. Which is right. So let's just put this the way it was. First thing that changes. So this is still using the previous frame, right? The previous frame set 10,000 or 1,000,000 RPM, right? 20 RPM. That's fine. But here I set it. And not neutral. I set it. So it's like instantaneous change, basically. And that's where this is supposed to keep from the previous, right? But this does not have. So I need to get. Yeah, this is using. So I don't understand why it's not working then. When I go into neutral, all I get is this component, right? Engine torque at those values becomes 0, right? Yeah. But here, torque is 0 as well. I guess it's the HP. It's the HP basically. Torque is going to 0 because of here. A quick fix would just to be give it torque curve up there that doesn't go to 0. That doesn't make sense. What I'm going to do is give it a low torque, basically. Over here, the engine torque. So if the current RPM is too high, is greater than, that's what I'm going to do here. If current RPM is greater than red line RPM. So now, when it's over the red line, the engine torque should be very high. Right? Very low. Should be very high. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's increasing. Okay. So now I want to decrease by 100. So that was right. I want to go down. Negative torque. That's what's causing the engine to rev down. Okay. Now if I go over by a lot, neutral still does that thing, but I don't care right now. I'm gonna have the same problem when I put if I put clutch. I'm not even sure why I have clutches anyway. I need to take that clutch foot out. Clutch is always engaged. Loses all that energy. Because now it's pure angular. Right? All that is angular acceleration, right? Going up and down. The problem is the angular acceleration just goes out the window. Because all that energy that was there from the wheels was gone, which is the previous. What the problem is if I go like third. Whatever. How can one be skidding and the other one not? What I need to do is this engine torque here. No, the problem isn't that. The problem is RPM here when it goes.
I just need to know what's on your mind.
That's fine. It's work. So
You can call my name, I'll be alright.
I just need to make it where you can't put neutral if you're going fast. Moving. Yeah, but then this is working. I need to fix some of the physics stuff. Oh shit. The roll influence is too I need to make it programmatic. Need to add downforce with the speed. Yeah, there's some adjustments, but it's starting to get there. So I got the gears working. I'm not happy with neutral, but it's good enough for now. Well, yeah, I need to put some sort of over-rev protection. But we'll leave it like that for now so I know that it's happening. Oops, wrong direction there. It's a little too understeery, and then when it does lose it, let me try. I think this is just my. I gotta check it out. Let's try here. This is gonna make it a little bit more smoother. I don't know if it's gonna necessarily help with the drifting. Oh. Actually, it is. Of course. Yeah, but I'm losing control. Once the car gets to the sliding, I need to lower the roll influence. There's a lot of little adjustments I'm gonna make here programmatically, but I may have to wait until I get to the next phase because this code is getting to be a mess. This makes the car much more stable at higher speeds. Oh yeah, that's just because I downshifted badly, which makes sense. Everything's kind of reacting to my mistakes. Braking is still shitty. Braking is still wrong. Maybe a little less. Oh, Scheiße shouldn't have downshifted. Well, it is reacting right, like the torque, and it makes me spin more. That's good. That's good. Making mistakes. But they're kind of really. The handbrake is also horrible. Yeah, focus. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, I gotta do something about this over revving. Either you can't shift or something's gotta change. But this is also. I'm not gonna make a sin out of this. Why do I downshift? I do that in other games. It's a bad habit I got from something. I can't remember what game it was, where you could catch yourself just by downshifting. Which is obviously not very realistic. And I know because I do it in other games that are more realistic. And I can't remember which one it was. I need to remember. Oh my god. Totally watch this turn. This turn is actually pretty hard. Inclined, it's slightly uphill. Tight S curves. This thing wants to understeer like crazy. Which is actually going to be a problem because the fix for it not really good. It is, but then I have to turn it down on high speeds, otherwise it becomes way too uncontrollable. Right now it's just a value. Yeah, see if I brake I can save things a little better. Lose speed, but that's kind of the point. You made a mistake. Or downshifting. Was much better. Say something. Yeah, actually, this does not remind me of more realistic games where I want to be in a higher gear sometimes. Control that. Because I don't want all that torque necessarily. Yeah, keeps me a little bit more glued to the ground. Speaking of being glued to the ground, that's another reason why I have a hard time at high speeds. I need to increase the gravity. Oh, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? There we go. Why'd I do that? Okay. Well, I gotta go eat. I'll be back later.